Title: Siren Song, Choir Practice, Persuasive Writing, and a class on finding your sound for young sirens. It started like any other Tuesday. Rain hammered against the stained glass windows of the academy, a mournful rhythm that matched the low hum of the ocean. I, Lyra, 23F, was perpetually late, as usual, sprinting through the cold hallways, dodging grumpy pufferfish professors. My scales were slick with seawater and a distinct sense of impending doom. Doom, that is, because of finding your sound, a mandatory course for all young sirens. The classroom itself was unsettling. Giant seashells formed the walls, and the air smelled faintly of brine and desperation. 10 of us, mostly second and third generation sirens, sat in uncomfortable, barnacle-encrusted chairs. There was Corelia, obsessed with mimicking the humpback whale; Finn, who just blew bubbles; and Silas, who kept trying to convince us that silence was the sound. Our instructor, Professor Thalassa, was intense. She had eyes the color of a storm and a voice that could shatter glass. She wasn't interested in beautiful melodies, she wanted influence. "You are sirens," she boomed, her voice echoing through the chamber. "You don't simply sing, you persuade, you manipulate, you command attention." It was unsettlingly practical. The first exercise was horrifying. We were given a collection of shimmering pearls, each representing a small village of fish. Professor Thalassa wanted us to compose a song designed to convince the villagers to donate their finest seaweed to the academy's coffers. Seriously? I tried, of course. I attempted a lilting ballad about the beauty of the academy and the benefits of supporting the arts. It was met with blank stares and the occasional irritated flick of a fish tail. Corelia, predictably, unleashed a cacophony of whale-like calls, which resulted in a mass exodus of startled mackerel. Then Silas suggested we try something different. He argued that the most effective persuasion wasn't about grandeur, but about subtle suggestion. He led us in a series of low, resonant hums, barely audible, yet somehow compelling. We focused on the villagers' anxieties, the lack of sunlight, the threat of the giant squid, the dwindling supply of tasty algae. It was unnervingly effective. By the end of the session, I was exhausted, slightly nauseous, and questioning everything I thought I knew about music. I walked out into the rain, the sound of the academy's persuasive song echoing in my ears. WTF? I glanced back at the academy and I swear I could almost hear Professor Thalassa whispering, "Find your sound, find your influence." I had a feeling this was only the beginning.